Hi, I'm Parker Severins and welcome to RCR Wireless's hands-on device review. The phone we're looking at today is the Sony Ericsson Xperia Play 4G for AT&T. It has previously been released in 3G with Verizon. Now, this phone is definitely aimed at the gamers and is the only PlayStation certified smartphone. Let's talk about the hardware of the phone a little bit. It has a 4-inch 854 by 480 capacitive multi-touch screen. The colors are fantastic, which is much for the benefit of the gaming side of this phone, but we'll get there in a minute. The phone itself is a little thicker than average because of the sliding gamepad here, as you can see. It also weighs just a little bit more. It's around 6 ounces. On the top here we have our power and our lock button. On the side we have volume control. On the other side is our 35mm headphone jack and USB for docking and charging. There are also stereo speakers that sound really good for such a small device, again for the gaming side. Now let's look at the cameras. The primary camera on the back is 5 megapixels autofocus camera with LED flash. And we also have a secondary camera on the front here, which is VGA. It's running Android 2.3 Gingerbread and it has Qualcomm Snapdragon 8255 dual channel chipset with a 1 GHz Scorpion processor. Also for the gaming, it has Adreno 205 graphics processor. And now for the connections. The phone has GPS and it can operate in both 3G and 4G with AT&T's 4G network. It has Bluetooth, not surprising. It has Wi-Fi, also not so surprising anymore. But it does have the tethering and hotspots as you would expect from a smartphone. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for, let's talk about the gaming. The phone itself resembles a PlayStation controller. And as you can see, it has the X, the square, the circle, and the triangle. And on the top, we have the R and the L buttons. The phone comes with a number of games already installed. Dungeon Defender Second Wave, Asphalt 6, Star Battalion, Madden NFL 11, and Sims 3, which is just a few of the games that are on here. As you can see, the gaming graphics are top-notch, and they really aren't much different than a DS or something similar to that. The response time is fairly quick. I haven't noticed any lagging in gameplay. I will say one confusing thing is having the touchscreen and the gaming controller, because some games mostly use the touchscreen while others just use the controller. This might be a benefit though once you get the hang of it. And lastly, let's look at the insides. We have a lithium-ion battery that gives you an average of 425 hours of standby time, 8.4 hours of talking time, and lastly 5.58 hours of full gaming play, which is definitely decent. We also have a SIM card here and an 8GB micro SD card, which is up to 32 gigabytes SD supported. The phone itself has 400 megabytes internally and 512 megabytes of RAM. Overall, if you're into gaming, this is a great phone to have. This has been RCR Wireless's review of the Xperia Play 4G. Please visit us on the web at www.rcrwireless.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook. And be sure to catch the next device review. Thanks for watching.